Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Sorry, Steve Schwartz was calling me. He's dropping off the parade lineups. It's a busy day, 9:03. Happy Halloween to all of you. The 31st day of October falls on this chilly Thursday. A lot of rain the last couple of hours. Drove my dog nuts. CJ Naselowitz, our daily show right here on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, anywhere, everywhere you get this show. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. We'll be busy all day here on RiverBender.com with this show. Then Your Beautiful Brian Trust starts at 2. Right after that, the Alton Halloween Parade at 7 p.m. And then I got to hightail it on over to Max for AP After Hours. We're going to have a busy day, so stay tuned with us through the broadcast day and be a part of it. If you have anything to say, join the show, comment below, or on any of the ways that you tune in. We'll take you to top of the hour news now at 9:04. Here's what you need to know. The FBI is seeking the public's help in identifying armed robbery suspects targeting jewelry stores. So authorities are requesting assistance in locating 4 mass suspects involved in a series of armed robberies at jewelry stores across Illinois, Michigan, and Missouri between 2023 and September of 2024. Now, these suspects are armed with AR-style rifles, handguns, and a hammer, and have terrorized employees and customers while stealing substantial amounts of jewelry. Surveillance footage from Bridgeview, Illinois, and Dearborn, Michigan have been released, showcasing the crime scene and the distinctive masks that have been worn by these suspects. The FBI is offering a reward up to $15,000 for information leading to their arrest and conviction. Back here locally, Forrest S. Bear, a 28-year-old man from Alton, has been charged with multiple felonies following a violent carjacking incident in a Godfrey parking lot. Here's what we know. On October the 10th, Bear allegedly attacked a victim, punching her multiple times before stealing her car. The victim had previously dropped Bear off at a Walmart, only to find her phone missing upon returning. During the altercation, Bear demanded the victim enter her vehicle and assaulted her before fleeing the scene. Bear, who is currently on parole for a previous felony conviction, is considered dangerous to the community. Also, in the news today, the 107th Alton Halloween Parade is ready to captivate the community and the region tonight at 7 p.m., winding through downtown Alton from Broadway to Piasaw Street. Established in 1916, the historic event is celebrated as one of the oldest parades in the nation. Organizers Steve Schwartz and Greg Erler emphasized the strong sense of community surrounding the parade, which features this year 45 participants, making it one of the largest in recent history. Notably, the parade will honor first responders as dual grand marshals, recognizing the chiefs of the Alton Police and Fire Departments, respectively. The excitement is palpable, and everyone is invited to join the festivities. And if it's too chilly for you, or if you just want to stay at home or can't make it in time, you can tune into RiverBender.com, and me and Joe will bring you the sights and sounds of it. In Jerseyville, the Jerseyville City Council has unanimously approved a resolution to change the zoning classification for the diner located at 111 Dorothy Street behind Walgreens. The restaurant and bar recently announced a change in ownership to Pearlie and Retha Hanold, who submitted the rezoning petition. Now, this reclassification, described as a formality, allows the new owners to operate the appropriate zoning for their business. The zoning will change from B3 to B3 with special use for alcohol. Mayor Kevin Stork extended his best wishes to the new business owners as they embark on their new venture. Also, in the news today, in a hard-fought match, the Edwardsville girls volleyball team secured a straight-set victory over Granite City with a score of 25-17 and 25-10 in the IHSA Class 4A regional semifinal. Despite the decisive scoreline, Tigers head coach Heather acknowledged the Warriors' strong performance, particularly through their defense. Now, Edwardsville, with a record of 23-13, will face Belleville West in the regional final. The Edwardsville coach emphasized the importance of maintaining focus and consistency of the postseason, and Granite City concluded the season with a record of 6-21, but head coach Grace Erst praised her team's determination and the growth they've had throughout the year. And finally, in the news today, last week, Wood River's downtown trick-or-treat event was a resounding success, according to Kristen Burns, executive director of Wood River Main Street. Families throughout the town gathered in Main Street, with local businesses actively participating, handing out candy, and decorating their storefronts. Now, despite the overwhelming turnout, Burns noted that they ran low on candy but expressed joy at the community's engagement. The event showcased the vitality of downtown Wood River, promoting local business and its community spirit. Looking ahead, Wood River Main Street will host their Holiday Traditions Market on November the 29th, continuing to foster community connections. We'll be out there for that event as well, and I'm really looking forward to it. The downtown trick-or-treat event, man, that was fun. 9:09, that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. Let's take a look at your weather. It ain't yesterday. It's 62 degrees, but it feels like 60. Humidity at 97%. Today, breezy and cooler. It'll be cloudy with a couple of thunderstorms earlier this morning, but that's pretty much taking a break. It will be followed by clouds, giving way to some sun later on this afternoon. It will be a dry evening, is what they're calling for tonight. Mainly clear and much colder. Well, that gives me a little bit of some optimism ahead of tonight because I was worried it'd be too cold. Air quality, though, today is good at 28. Grass is low, mold's low, ragweed's low, the tree levels are low. So is the UV index. Temperatures will only touch 65 degrees today. They'll drop down to 39 overnight as we head into Friday. On the first day of November, a high of 62. A low of 37 degrees. How about that? On Saturday, a high of 68, a low of 53. But on Sunday, we're getting more rain. So are we on Monday. A high of 71 on Sunday, a low of 62 with an 88% chance that thunderstorms are hitting us in the region. And on Monday, a high of 74, a low of 59 degrees with a 91% chance of more thunderstorms. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. 62 degrees. It feels like 60. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545, or just go to RiverBender.com/weather. Before we welcome on a pretty tired Lee Cox, I'm imagining, let me tell you about Alton Little Theater. They've had a pretty successful Rocky Horror Show run from what I've heard. I've heard that the audiences have loved it, and I've heard that the shows have been pretty darn full. Now, you have a couple more opportunities to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show by going to altonlittletheater.org and getting your tickets now. And you can call the box office in a little bit of time. Give them some rest today, 618-462-3205 or altonlittletheater.org. The time is 9:12. And let's do this. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with Lee Cox Theater Thursday and keep this Thursday morning running right after this.
And everything seemed all right when we left, but when I got home and laid down to sleep, that began the nightmare, but on my street.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1,000,000. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
To our daily show on RiverBender.com. And now, time to play a game.
Oh, welcome back. A little bit of meatloaf for you because the Rocky Horror Show that I got to just clarify something. All right. Breaking news. CJ's wrong again. Okay.
Yeah, breaking news.
Clip that one, you know. But I have told people, Lee Cox, for a couple... and I think they're a lot smarter than I am that watch this show. I think that
They might have gone to the website. They might have figured it out.
I do direct them to the website for more information, but I kind of kept prefacing. I said, why don't you start your Halloween off with the perfect thing? You get up the night before at like 10:30, 11. Ooh, man, that energy drink. And you go and you put your costume on. You go see Lee. You have a good midnight show. And then you go to work. You go to the parade. I kept telling people how exhausted you were going to be when you joined us on this Thursday, and we were going to get you in and out of here like the CIA, you know. And, well, that's tonight.
That's tonight,
This
but I
midnight.
will say I start my day at 6:30 answering all the contact forms
God.
that comes through the website. So nobody said, "Hey, where were you last night?"
That's good.
I think they might have gone online to actually buy the tickets.
Because I did say go online to
and
get
see
tickets.
that
Yeah.
it's 11:59 tonight on Halloween. And what a better thing! Go to the parade, yes, in your coat, and you might be a little chilled, and then come up to the theater, see Rocky Horror, and I've got treats for everybody. We have our prop bags, we have our raffle, and I just decided that everybody needed coffee. Now they did ask me. Several people wrote in on the website and said, "Do you serve coffee?" Usually it's they want to know, do we have hard liquor, which we don't. We just have wine and beer. That's our class.
Right.
But they wanted to know about coffee, and so I got this wide awake cream. I tried it out last night. It'll get you through, I promise.
So, with that being said, I saw a couple of pictures, and I have told the audience this. It has been full.
Oh, it's full and it's been fun and we're having great fun with it. But we have tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon, our singular matinee for this show. We end with the matinee
How
at
is
2 p.m.
that for the stamina of the performance? Because that's a lot in 5 days.
It's a lot of singing and dancing. Yeah. I mean, they have Tech Week before the first weekend, so they've been off. So I know they're real anxious to get back. But yeah, to ask them to do the show at midnight, and then some of them do have regular day jobs.
Right.
You know, and then to come back and do it again. But the audiences have been so great. I'd say half the audience is just looking at zip codes, because when Michael sells tickets, it pops up, are brand new. So
Good.
I love that. And again, they may not come back, but maybe they'll dabble. They'll come see this. They'll come see something else.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we're really happy. I mean, it's a different kind of show. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but the people have absolutely loved it.
I love the fact that it just ties into the seasons, because you got to, I mean, that really is, there's no better way to market a show that really is the Halloween show.
Oh,
you know?
yes, in a haunted mansion and lightning and light effects and, you know, an innocent couple whose car breaks down. I mean, just so hokey, you know.
Right. It's like
the author said, let me just write the crappiest, hokiest script, but put fun songs in it and do it, you know, and he's made $1 million. Just crazy.
So how has the cast been whenever they're rehearsing? Have you been proud of them?
Oh, absolutely. Orsidio Gaines is a wonderful choreographer. He's done incredible, you know, dancing. I think it's definitely more than the two productions I had seen beforehand. And just everybody's so into it. It's a young-ish and energetic cast, and they love it. And they're all bonded together. As you can tell, they're very cohesive. They work well for each other.
I love that. Now, the big thing I kept telling about, too, is the Tim Curry photo.
Yes, absolutely.
How'd you get your hands on this?
Well, one of our board members years ago, apparently, and she's like the sweetest little Mary Jane kind of person you could ever imagine, and she was a secret fan. She's traveled over the region to see the show, and even her mother, who I do believe saw one of the original productions, loved the show, so she entered an auction and won this, and she's kept it, and she said, after I got it, I didn't know what I would do with it. She goes, I mean, it's a little strange to be on my wall at the office. People would look at me, and she truly is this sweet little blonde, you know.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so when she heard we were doing this, she came forth and just said, I would like this to be my donation to the theater, and let the theater auction it off. So we're doing fairly well, but we could do a lot better. I mean, it's Tim Curry. He's not going to live forever. This is going to go up. And it's from the original production and signed. I mean, it's a fabulous photo. I bought a fabulous frame for it that goes with the winning ticket. We'll draw that on Sunday at intermission, and sometimes they're there, but we love to get a picture of the winner.
It's like especially like the way it's that you could do like a whole big production just with the winner, like, come on down, and they run in and they get their picture.
Oh, and I'm sure they will, this cast.
This is a good one,
It's a really good one. And we've looked on eBay and other places. Some of these go for $1,000. So I am really hopeful that we'll make a little money on this, but that somebody will feel like they got a real prize.
Well, that's a real piece of memorabilia, though, honestly, especially from the first production of it.
Yes. And having seen him in Spamlot and so many other things, I mean, if somebody hadn't told me it was Tim Curry, he's pretty gorgeous. Which is something I never said before.
So tickets are only $5 for this.
Yes.
That's incredible.
And tonight people get a little treat, and then we have the prop bags and coffee and wine and beer.
Well, they're going to need the coffee after the parade. Why do we always get that? It's 80 degrees for 3 days, and then it's going to be 40 degrees by the time the parade starts.
I know, but the diehard fans, you know, and I will not tell you that I've gone every year. I used to do the chili supper at the Evangelical Church. And we went when the kids were young, but that COVID, it broke my heart when
Yeah.
we didn't do our parade. I mean, we are really pretty famous in the country for our parade. 107 years. I mean, that's something.
And, you know, what I think's great is all the creativity. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we can have fire shooting parade floats is just out of this world, you know?
Well, and we've only done it 3 times, but I will tell you, it is exhausting. How much work goes into it.
What were your
You know
floats?
how early we had to be. Oh, we did a circus float when we did Pippin, and then for the Addams Family, we did the whole characters, and the young man who was on stilts, he did the entire parade on stilts, and we were doing okay until the very end, where it comes down Broadway,
Yes.
and then you're like
That's
on
dangerous,
stilts. That is
yeah.
very dangerous.
Wow.
But it was also, Kevin was driving his black truck and pulling. It's a Ram, of course, and pulling it. But he was a nervous wreck. He said, I can't ever do this again because so many children darted out on the road to get candy and just kept crossing and waving to people and not paying any attention. Yeah. So one year we just did characters. And I said, in one sense, you don't get as much notice. And there's no competition for just doing a group. But in some ways that was easier because we didn't have to worry about the flatbed and the kids getting hurt.
Well, it really does. I mean, it's a lot of patience and fun. It's not, no one can just hop on a truck and drive a parade float. I mean, you really have to be focused and really watching everything.
And singing out in the air.
Oh,
you can imagine.
Yeah.
Yes, that was very hard in the cast. So, in fact, the Rocky Horror cast early on had thought about doing a float. Now, these kids are all under 25. They have infinite energy. And we just looked at Becca and said, are you crazy? Because it could be cold.
Right.
It could be moist. You're going to be out there for 4 hours trying to sing and be heard. And then come and do a show, and everybody finally relented and said, oh, yeah, maybe
I would have
you're
loved
right.
to see him do the show on the parade float.
It would have been fun. I admit, had it been an hour gig, like had Channel 4 been coming and we could have just set up and done it, we would have done that in a heartbeat.
Right, you would have been in the production zone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but it'll be fun.
This
and
is
of course, people bring their kids, and it's a tradition. And Rocky Horror is for mature audiences. So you might
That is a good point,
you
too.
want to drop the kids off at grandma or grandpa's, or
Well, this is really cool, though, because, I mean, I love how Alton celebrates Halloween. And I was talking about that with Sydney yesterday. Everyone that has a regional employer, someone that's a little bit local, kind of understands that no matter, even if you drink, go out, whatever, Friday's kind of that hangover day, I always call it, where it's like the calm down day. And a good way to kind of celebrate is go out. You're in downtown. Maybe you stop by Bluff City or one of those bars, Gentleman's or whatever, and then you get your drink. You watch the parade. Then you go up to Alton Little Theater, warm up with a little bit of coffee, have another beer, watch Rocky Horror Show, head home. And there's a really cool, I mean, that's almost like a New York-esque kind of, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I also love our region that, to some great extent, all of the communities coordinate and schedule not only their parades, but their Christmas festivals, so that we don't need to compete. We need to, provide something for all of our citizens. And I love that. But I do love the parade, just because, as I said, I did chili and hot dogs for years at church, and that was so much fun. And then, of course, we had great parking because we were right there on 4th Street. So I was like, can we go down now?
Well, and honestly, that's you made it like Wood River had a really cool event a couple weeks ago with their downtown one. And then Alton's got their tree lighting coming up after, and we'll be there too. But also, then Wood River at the end of the month in November has a holiday traditions market.
Yes.
So it's kind of staggered, like you said. I love it when it's that way, so we can all go.
Yes, absolutely. And so if you're out of town or with your kids, because we are often with grandkids. And in fact, my 4th youngest turned 16 today. She's so excited.
Happy birthday.
Getting her car and everything.
That's awesome.
That's a big deal. And she's in Wisconsin. I've told them it's a very important state. And she goes, why is Wisconsin important? I was like, oh, honey, turn on the news. But 16-year-olds, they don't get
They're just
it.
ready to drive.
Yeah, she's just been doing her hours.
So, with that being said, do you have some tickets left for tonight's show?
Yes, we do have tickets. We have sold a goodly number, but we have tickets for tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday night, Sunday not. I mean, it could stand by only. It could happen because people will shift. That's what people don't understand. If people call and say, Michael, we have a family thing on Sunday. I can't use my tickets.
Right.
Can I come another night? Then that suddenly we have 4 or 6 tickets. But I think on the website it has no tickets on Sunday, and that's why.
Interesting. Got a moment to stick around?
Which I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, me too. Huh. Well,
but it was our singular matinee.
Oh, see, that's true.
We only had
the
one,
matinee
and
days,
we've been having 3. But we also knew that maybe the senior tour groups, they weren't sure if this was going to be their cup of tea.
You know what? I think it's going to be fun for everybody. Because to be honest with you, I've never seen it, and I really do want to go because I've always heard that it's a fun show to go see. And,
using the props, it's hysterical. How many people? You can tell that people who have seen it many times, they are ever ready. They got the list. They know. They do the call-outs, and then you have other people turn around and go, "Well, what do I do with the newspaper? What do I do with my light here?" Yeah, Kevin had a lot of fun just telling people, "You just put it on your head like it's raining," and they're like, "What?" Like, go with it.
I just think this is so cool. And now, as you're on the tail end of Rocky Horror Show, you're gearing up for a really busy couple of months, and I think that's great because to me, October, the last 3 months are brutally busy. School's in full swing, and there's like fall balls and apple fests and you name it, and then it gets to a point, the holiday, and then it gets to a point though where I always wanted to kind of just go do things in like December and all that, but it starts to wind down because people are busy, but to do this, it's really filling a need for some entertainment.
Well, and bad news, we are totally
sold
out for Best of the Best Broadway at the end of November.
What?
Yeah.
It's October.
I know. So good news for us. But because I do think people, in those busy months, if you wait till the last minute, you're not going to get tickets.
Right. It's like how guys shop for Christmas.
Well, exactly. I used to love going on Christmas Eve just to look at the guys going, do you think my mom would like that? They talk to you like they know you.
So I used to be the best at getting gifts, like seriously the best. Well, a couple years ago, I fell off. I had like just the biggest slump ever. I was telling people, and it was multiple folks that would go, and I'd go with them and go, yeah, that looks like a great gift. Oh my God, I had people getting paintings of weird things for folks. It was just terrible. But that's the last time I went drinking and shopping at the same time.
Yeah, you were the person who wanted to trade all those gifts. But we are having 3 more concert events this year, and I'm very proud of our concert events. I mean, we're not competing with the Wildly. Ours is a lot more intimate and storytelling and getting to know the authors. But we're doing Sing in the New Year, January 4th, and then the Bobby Darin tribute with all his dancers is March 1st and 2nd. And we just booked a new act for May 31st, the last day of our fiscal year, of our season. And we're doing something. She does a tribute concert. And she does a tribute to Olivia Newton-John. But she also is best friends with this clean comic who I looked at his videos. He's on a lot of the cruise ships and things like that. Just the nicest guy. So he's going to be there. And so we're going to do kind of 2 things that day and have a break so people can eat and they can get a deal and
wonderful
end our season well. And
that
of course,
we
have the next 2 shows already cast. Mm-hmm. Yes, The X's and Christmas Carol. And I would encourage listeners to get their tickets early because we really want this to be a family-friendly event, something you celebrate with your kids and grandkids. And I have to do a shout-out to Kelly at Duke's Bakery. I had this idea that I wanted to do wassail punch and Christmas cookies, and I thought, how can I make 1,500 Christmas cookies? Not easily. So I called Kelly, my friend, at Duke's Bakery, and said, Kelly, could you help us out? And she's given us a great deal
so cool.
and helping us because I love to do kind of razzle-dazzle and fun things at Christmas, but this is Dickens, so it has to be Victorian lace and Christmas.
You aren't kidding about tickets for a Christmas Carol.
No, I was not.
You already have 2 dates that say call the box office.
They are sold out, yes. Thursday and Sunday.
This is really cool, Lee, and I really mean that because it's really cool to see. Because, for a while, getting COVID audiences back and all that was a nightmare for you.
Yeah.
But how does it feel now to go, you're looking almost 2 months out, and you already have 2 dates that are full. You already have a show at the end of the month that's full. It's getting really back to business.
Well, and I love it. I absolutely do love it.
Wow.
I'm so appreciative. But you know me. I don't like to disappoint anyone.
Yep.
So it's the hardest thing in the world. Michael will say, she just needs 2 tickets. What can I do? And I'm like, we can put up 2 more chairs. We can do that. They can sit on the stage. They can do this. He's like, you're just crazy, but
I am going to a Christmas. I told you that for months. It's my favorite play. I've always loved it. My first play ever at the Fox was A Christmas Carol. It was my favorite thing, and I'm going to see this one. And I got to get tickets.
I think you really will, because John Jakes. There was 3 authors who were gifted the script by the family and told that they could do a rendition before it comes in the public domain in January. And I really like John Jakes. He's a historian, first of all, good writer.
What's the twist on his?
He really expands the backstories of like the ghosts. You get to know actually more about these people, and he creates a whole village. There's 26 people in the cast. So you have Marley. Yes, you have the main characters, but there's a lot of interesting characters of all ages.
Now, with this too, it's Kevin's final show with Alton Little Theater, which is just so it's bittersweet, honestly, all the work and all the time, and now we're at it, but I can only imagine the set on this is going to be out of this world. Knowing that this is his last show, I'm sure that he's going to be really making this one of the coolest.
Yes. He starts next Monday. It's wall to wall. It's huge. And originally he said he was going to take down the curtain, and I was like, what?
Wait,
what? So he's created this false wall that comes over it that could still be the backdrop of London, because that is so heavy and so tedious, and it has to be done so carefully because it runs on a electronic runner and all of that. So yeah, it's going to be big. And Grandma Costumes in Charleston, Illinois, is doing all the costumes. She has done the show professionally, I think, for 25 years, but she can only costume 1 show per year, because again, even if somebody was doing the first weekend, we don't start till the second weekend, you wouldn't get the costumes back and get them clean and get them altered. True. So we had to enter an auction last May to get picked to be the production that would get her professional costumes.
Wait, what?
Yes, and then we have to rent a van to go over there and get. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes, but we adore her each way. But we adore her, and on the 24th, the morning of the 24th, Michael and I are going to take them back on our way up to Wisconsin to see the kids, because she has to have them back so she can work a little bit during the break.
I got to ask you this before I go to break. Lacey was kind of concerned. I think I was more concerned. I feel like tomorrow starts the holiday season. And I think that's when you can start blasting Mariah Carey and just start calling it Christmas.
Several people have said that to me. I'm a purist.
Yeah.
Even though I am, in this part of my brain, thinking of how I'm going to decorate and what I want to do, I am particularly thankful. I'm ever mindful and thankful. So Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays.
Is it really?
Oh, and I have decor like you wouldn't believe.
That has to be cool.
It's all on the piano. And because we are having the concert the weekend before Thanksgiving, I want, again, those people who maybe they don't have family in the area, they don't have anything special to do. I can't cook turkey dinner for everybody, but I can give them a beautiful concert.
You know what I think's really cool about that too, now that I'm thinking about this, is there's so many times, especially when the family, even if it is together and everyone comes in, the kids normally at Christmas and Thanksgiving on that Wednesday go out and have fun at the bar.
Yeah.
This is a good way to kind of just separate, where maybe the older adults, the seniors and the family can go watch some really cool music or listen to some really good music, watch a great performance while the kids are going to a bar having fun.
Yeah, we were trying to schedule the rehearsal, and I was like, well, we could do it Wednesday or Thursday night. And they all looked at me, and I was like, oh, you want to go out on Wednesday night, don't you? I said, okay, the adults will be at home preparing. No, I was just kidding. My kids, when they're home, they absolutely do that and see high school friends. No, I love that. But
I'm a big stay-at-home guy on that Wednesday. Because I get into a lot of trouble. And it's not worth it anymore, you know?
Well, see, yeah, I'm such a lightweight. Half a
Me
glass
too.
of wine, and you're like, she might say it.
Well, people think that I'm, drinking for days sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, really not. I'm just, I just don't have it anymore. I'm out of my prime.
Well, but I think it's actually good.
It is.
We, by our liquor license, we have a 2-drink minimum, and it's strictly enforced, and I would never violate that. We get a lot of grief from some guys who they're like, what do you mean I can have 4 beers before dinner and more? I was like, well, not here, sir.
This is just your primer, you know?
Yeah. So, and we had some, I love them. I mean, they came as gladiators. They had wonderful costumes. I'm looking forward to tonight, just the pictures we'll take. But it is a 2-drink max.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, just a little bit. So that doesn't mean you can't have 2 at downtown's parade.
And I see that they do sometimes, and I don't have any control over that. I mean, I have some of the bartenders, because we all have to be licensed, and we have to take the test and everything. So every once in a while, when I see a little hand go up, I'm like, oh, they need a little reinforcement over there. So we have made the call, I would say, no more than 5 times in 20 years.
Oh, that's a good record.
That someone is already
But that's
but we can't have them driving around.
No, absolutely not. I walk my dog in that neighborhood. Seriously, I live right next to you guys.
And, I mean, usually now tonight the police will all be in downtown, but normally when we have a very big popular show, we always have a policeman who makes the rounds or even sits in our parking lot.
I'm glad we're talking about this now because you guys really do go above and beyond. I mean, because there's times that I have driven by and noticed that there is always somebody patrolling and or at least supervising or overseeing that. And that's good for the community to know that, hey, we're taking care of you in and out the door.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
And we have made friends with the neighborhood because we think it's so important. Well, we have surveillance around our building, and I can't tell you how many times that has come in handy. Like I told you, we had a dear woman who backed out of her driveway, had a heart attack, and just died. Well, of course, they wanted to investigate and wondered if there was funny business going on. But our cameras showed clearly, no, she just collapsed and slumped over. So it was very, very
terrible.
sad. But she had lived catty corner from the theater, oh my God, 60 years. So,
man. You have a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
9:40, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more Theater Thursday because Rocky Horror is tonight at 11:59. So get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you right after this commercial.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily show.
I ain't afraid of those ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Welcome back. 9:43. Who are you going to call the box office and get your tickets now? That's right.
205 Michael's there. I'm sure he's a little bored. I had a very short honey-do list.
So, even though today is Halloween and happy Halloween,
yes,
we will be celebrating in full force in about 10 hours or so.
Oh, I'll be baking right up until the last minute.
Yeah, you definitely will. You'll be celebrating in about an hour here.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Thanksgiving's coming up too, and this is always a good time to, like you said, be thankful and talk about all the wonderful things that are going on, but also a time to see if we can help small business, nonprofits, and Alton Little Theater no different.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm not doing their PR, so if I say something wrong, I apologize. But on the 7th, we're having a summit here in Alton to look at solutions for our poverty level, which is way, way too high for our town to have that kind of level. And I'm so thrilled that we were invited to attend. I don't know what we can do yet. I want to go and learn and listen, but it is our commitment to be the community theater. I really stress this. Yeah, it's PR, but I mean that we're rooted. We win when our community wins. We buy in our community whenever we can. We ask our community to support us. The fall, of course, we have our annual giving, and I was so worried that no one would make a donation until after the election because people are nervous and kind of polarized and all of that. But we've gotten just some lovely donations early on. It is tax deductible. And then people really feel an investment in us. And they tell us about the shows they love and what they love. And we try and do a lot. And in fact, the holidays, we always have a 3-show deal. So in case if they're brand new and they missed out being season tickets, they can still get a deal.
Which if you did, I've been yelling at you for months, so I don't want to hear nothing from you. Okay, anyway.
Yes. So they can still get a bit of a deal for that. So it's for the X's and 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee and Women of a Certain Age. So those 3 shows.
What's the Putnam County Spelling Bee about? I've been wanting to know about this show for months.
Everybody says, why are you doing a spelling bee? It isn't at all. It's a 25th anniversary, but I know you haven't always done theater. It's about a typical Midwest high school who decides that they know they have the best national spellers, so they're going to make a big deal out of it. But all these adults like my age, maybe down to yours, play the kids. That's part of it. And they all have stories. They all have backstories and songs about why this is important to win. And then you have the teachers having, the secret affair and the scandal. But it all takes place in a high school gymnasium.
It's incredible.
And then it's so difficult to sing and memorize because absolutely have to know how to spell these words.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get the gimmick now.
Yeah.
Okay.
These absolute things. And then, of course, the school does a fundraiser and sells pies, so we have to sell pies during the show. It's just a delightful musical. I've seen it several times, and people just love it. And it's so grounded in the Midwest. It's just wonderful.
So you get all 3 of those shows for how much?
$60.
Oh, come on. Get out.
Yeah, musical and 2 plays. Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's incredible. So we make a little much and they save a little bit. And then again, all of our season ticket holders, which I know you help promote, they get $2 off any of the concerts too if
Really
they
cool.
buy their tickets.
So the one in
early.
November is sold out.
Yes.
The best of the best Broadway.
Yes.
I
I was introducing Thomas M. Taylor. He's going to do Sing in the New Year. And I know he's pretty famous in Edwardsville, but I knew people may not know him here. So if they see him at the best of the best, he's just delightful, and he's the best tenor. He has been rated the best tenor in our whole area.
Wow.
And I have 2 couples who are professional singers who said, sure, we'll come help you out with that. The couple who's doing Bobby Darin in March. So I just feel it's a way for people to get exposed to some really good music. I love to go to the Fox. I can't go all the time, and I know a lot of people say, oh, I couldn't do the parking. I can't do nighttime. I can't
Well, it almost
play.
becomes a mini vacation. I mean, when you start to add it up too, and all of that, and even like if you go get food beforehand, good luck, you know.
Oh, I actually did a list of there's 3 shows. We haven't bought tickets yet at the Fox, and I had the list and parking and the whole thing. And Michael's like, holy cow, what is that list of? And I was like, 3 shows at the Fox.
But you know, it's a really good atmosphere with these concerts. I went to Best of the Best Country Love.
Yes,
And it was really great how it was set up, because it was this intimate thing, but it wasn't like it was taking away from the room.
Right.
You know,
we just wanted it, and
It
Shay
wasn't
Maples
awkward.
is doing
Yeah.
the appetizers, and of course, I had to find a use for my chocolate fountain that I bought for my granddaughter's graduation party, and my famous Ruthie champagne punch.
well, you know what I'm saying? It's not awkward in that room.
No.
It's not one of those where you're feeling like, you know, it's too tight or this shouldn't be set up there. It's really a nice setting, and the acoustics are good too.
They are very good, and it is the Dorothy Colonius foyer, because she was our founder, and that was the original theater. And we've had a couple people come in, and they wanted to know. Well, I've had school groups and tours, and we have homeschool tours also. They wanted to know how we ever got to this little residential community. I'm like, actually, we were here first, and then all the residents
Really?
came in. Yeah, 1961, 10 people, including my parents, put a little mortgage on their home and got $10,000 to build the original building, which was just a concrete slab. It did have the beautiful redwood arches and could seat 75 people max, and had no dressing rooms, no one bathroom for each sex. Yeah, it was. But we stayed there until 71, and I was getting married. Michael and I were getting married then, and so they pushed to really get the auditorium done so that I could have my wedding there.
That's incredible.
Oh, that was fun.
That's really cool. And so, if you're just tuning in, Rocky Horror Show, the music, is it the musical?
Oh yes,
Okay.
oh yes. It's not a movie; it's a live musical.
Right, and that's what I wanted to kind of clarify too, for just in case.
Yeah, you're not just yelling at the screen. You get to throw things, and the audience participates.
Right.
In fact, you have cue cards of what you need to say every time they mention Brad or Janet. And I was amazed at how many people caught on to that.
Now, that's a talent too. The audience has definitely got to be well inept.
Yes, although it was actually funny when they would call out the wrong thing. Because you can tell people who have been to the show many times and people who were a little bewildered, but they still had fun because they were watching other people dance and do things, and the costumes are just phenomenal.
How do you prepare for that as a performer when you know it's a show with a lot of audience interaction? Does it? Do you have to prepare a different way for those type of like maybe subtle errors that could throw off the train?
You know, I know Becca came into this after the show had already been in rehearsal, and they started with music and dance, which was probably the smart thing to do, because those are set things that have to go on the beat, on music. All the dialogue, while it's true to the script, there has to be some times that there's a delay because of the audience or interaction. They just seem really gifted. I don't know if they took part of the cast and just practice, because from night one they were there. Yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah, they were great.
Well, you've
night
been on
one.
a hell of a run of things lately.
It's been a little busy. But I love it. But I just love it, and I love the new people. But I love our season ticket holders, and yeah, I just want everyone to really think of Alton Little Theater as their community theater.
Well, and I mean, honestly, though, Making God Laugh did fantastic.
It did. I was so happy.
This is doing very well.
Yes.
You already have a couple of sold out shows a month ahead of time and a month and a half ahead of time. And, you know, is there anything that you're looking to add as you know, the 91st will be over in about 8 months. You got 2025 in the wintertime coming around the corner in a year. Do you already start looking at, hey, what can we do?
Oh, Eric and I have been ordering scripts and looking at things, but he's got his last production at Al Fresco.
When is that,
Legally
so we can
Blonde.
plug that?
It's next weekend and the weekend after that.
Okay, just so we can make sure we can show him some
Then
love.
he's ours. But we've looked at scripts, but the ones we really want to do, they're so expensive.
Oh, I bet.
So, but he wants to do just something so bang up new in the summer, so I don't know what that will be yet. We'll figure it out by January. But I love the cast that Randy Manning, who you have on your show, and you know he's got a great cast for the X's. I picked up the Farmer's Almanac the other day, and I went, oh my God. And Michael was like, what? What happened? And I said, the Farmer's Almanac said we could have a bad snowstorm in January.
I saw that, yes.
And he was like, honey, they make mistakes. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I have a show. I'm the assistant director. It's a really expensive show. This set has to look like a New York Manhattan mansion.
We'll take it inch by inch. We'll just kind of take it step by step, foot by foot.
But
we'll
see,
get it
my
there.
theater world and real life just kind of blends.
Well, it has to, though, when you're doing it, because those are the things that, you know, you don't think about as an attendee or, you know, even a lot of times as a performer, because you don't, I mean, as you get more experience, you do, but when you're starting out, you're like, yeah, you know, if it gets snowed out, I guess get a day off.
Yeah, stay
whatever.
home.
Hell no, you better get here. We got a bill to pay.
And we have people who now drive 45 minutes to be in our shows.
Well, and that's what's good to bring up, too, because as, you know, Thanksgiving's come around and you got that tax-deductible donation that you can give. I mean, it's good for the people that are making those decisions to know, hey, you know, Alton Little Theater is on such a roll. Don't stop the train. We can keep building this, because what you guys have done in this last year has been wonderful. So, I mean, what could you do with, I don't know, maybe some 10 people out there write you all $10,000 checks, and
or just 100. That's all.
Yeah.
I said that
$100,000.
If I could get.
What would you do with it? I mean, what, honestly, I mean, if you had that.
It helps the gap.
Yeah.
We don't have any source of real income until season ticket sales in the spring. And because Putnam County is in April, we cannot start the season ticket campaign until mid-March. And our royalties, whatever shows Eric and I pick, will be over $30,000. So they have to be paid in January.
Man.
So there's a huge gap. January, February.
There's Steve Schwartz getting ready for the Halloween parade with lineups.
I thought somebody had some outrageous outfit on or something the way you looked.
Set him there, Steve. Are you ready for the parade tonight? Come on in here real quick. Is it okay, Lee?
Oh, absolutely.
Come on in here, Steve.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Lee Cox.
We know each other. He knows who I am.
Take a seat real quick, Steve. Are you guys having some fun?
We're having a great time.
Now, the weather is holding up. We're not going to be. We're not getting any rain tonight, from what I saw.
Yeah,
That's what I understand.
So no rain. It's going to be about 45 degrees, 50 degrees. That makes for some good parade weather.
Yeah.
That is perfect. parade weather for Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, because you're all together and bundled up. And then you say, hey, go up to ALT. It's really warm up there.
There
they
you
have a
go.
great show.
There you go.
They
There
got
you
Rocky
go.
Horror
That's
Show.
right, Rocky. And I've been watching that ever since I was in college.
Oh.
And that was a long time ago. That was back in...
I know. The show is having its 50th anniversary this year.
Absolutely. It's a great show.
It's crazy.
It's fun.
How was the meeting for participants? Everyone get everything squared away?
It was great. We went through the guidelines. We went through how to get in the parade. Main and Broadway. That's the only way you can get into the parade.
Oh, good to
And
know.
it's ready to go. We're set to go.
And now, what time are we taking off tonight?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. If you're not there, watch it on RiverBender.com. And any final FAQs for the participants or anything that you want to stress this morning?
We got a full parade. We got 85 participants. So
man.
it's going to be full. And really looking forward to it.
Oh,
That's got to be one of the largest in recent.
good.
Is that? Are we close to one of the?
It's not the largest, but it's a good size parade.
Man, that's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the. Yeah, Steve's got to get going. He's busy today, but I just want to stop in and say hi.
Yes.
And Rocky Horror Picture Show is a great show.
Tonight at midnight, right after the parade, get there. See you, Steve.
Yes. There's something to
See ya.
do all day.
Happy Halloween, Steve. See you later. And then Lee Cox, you got that 3-show special.
Yes.
And how are those online? Those deals, or do we have to stop in and get them?
Oh, you stumped me. I don't know that Michael has put them online yet. But
Let me ask, Mike, did you get those?
Yeah, but you would definitely stop in because it was intended to be our holiday special. So, see, I just don't know if he's put it online. Probably when I take down all the Rocky Horror things
it'll go
on
up,
Monday,
yeah.
then it'll go up. You know, Mike, he's sort of like, in order. Let's do things in order. I give him too much sometimes, and he's like, just slow down, one thing at a time.
Oh man, I am so excited. This is a great segment. You became a co-host for a second. We got to welcome Steve on, and we got to plug
Tell
Rocky
John,
Horror.
I might need another job.
Yeah, that would be fun. Oh my, we'd be in so much trouble on
We
this
would,
show.
but we would be popular.
I think we would.
The mother and son duo.
At 9:58 and a little bit of change on this 31st day of October. Get to Rocky Horror Show. What time are you opening doors?
10 actually. We'll be open early. Normally it would be like 11 or 10:59.
Yeah.
But if people need to come in, get warmed up, have some coffee, whatever.
Yeah. There you go.
Buy their tickets, buy their bags. Take a chance on that Tim Curry raffle. It is a great picture. It would be a wonderful keepsake.
Here, hold on. I'll show you guys real quick.
Yeah.
I'm on the website. I can do this. Hold on. Let's see. I got to zoom in. I I'm getting my vision's getting poor. Let's see. We'll go full screen. Oh, I can't zoom. See, look at that. Let me zoom out one tiny hair just so y'all can see this.
And we had someone come to audition. Unfortunately, they weren't the best singer, but they wore that out costume, and I have it in our scrapbook. Oh. I did. It was glamorous. I mean, it was unreal that somebody would go to that kind of
Very
commitment.
dedicated.
Very dedicated. But I was like, he is in the show. He just didn't get that role because it's a major singing role.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Well, Lee Cox, we've done it again.
All right.
Best of luck tonight.
But now I'll see you next week. See, this is the funny time where I see you the end of the month and the beginning of the month.
I love it. I get a double dose of Lee Cox, and I get Alton Little Theater twice.
What do I talk to him today? What do I talk to him next week about? But I never run out of things to tell you.
Oh, never. Not with this organization. 9:59, we're rolling over to the top of the hour here on this Halloween morning. We'll take a quick break. Top of the hour news next after this.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
I just got a new air conditioner, top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
But one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Welcome back. Daily Show at 10:04 on this Halloween morning. Good morning if you're watching on Roku TV. And if you don't have that app yet, download it. I cannot believe how many people have downloaded that app. You can join in on the Roku fun too by downloading it now on your Roku TV app. Just search RiverBender. You'll see that RB logo. You're good to go. Hey, you can also watch us on RiverBender.com, which is where pretty much most of you watch. Or if you're watching on one of our simulcasts, thanks for tuning in today. Let's take you right to top of the hour news, and we'll start in very serious news at 10:04. It is 62 degrees in downtown Alton. A former teacher has been sentenced to 18 years in prison for sexually abusing 3 students, according to Madison County State's Attorney Tom Hain. Danielle C. Fisher, 32 years of age, of Edwardsville, received the sentence on Tuesday after pleading guilty to 3 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, a Class 2 felony. Fisher admitted to abuse of 3 victims that occurred between May and June of 2021 while employed at Roxana High School. The investigation was conducted by the Edwardsville Police Department with assistance from the Roxana Police Department and the Madison County Child Advocacy Center. The case was prosecuted by Assistant State's Attorney Allie Foley, Chief of the Children's Justice Division at the State's Attorney's Office, and Assistant State's Attorney Rebecca Butner. This sentence should serve as a warning to those who use their positions of authority to prey upon our youths, Haynes said. He continues, this defendant will now serve many years in prison for these crimes and, of course, will never again hold the privilege of being a teacher. Also in the news this morning, Dan Brannon, content director of RiverBender.com, reports the following. Liz Campbell, the chair of this year's Community Christmas Campaign, and Margaret Freer, owner of Freer Auto Body, and her company are leading the charge again for the upcoming Community Christmas Campaign, which aims to support local families in need during this holiday season. We need locations for boxes, Margaret said. They can email millie.bond@stlunitedway.org. That's Millie, MILLIE.bond@stlunitedway.org, or call for Auto Body at 618-466-6151. Boxes will be distributed on Monday and Tuesday of next week, November the 4th and 5th, and pickup will be December 4th and 5th. Now, this year, the event will take place with agencies shopping at Target on November 12th and 13th, funded by contributions from the community during the Christmas and July fundraiser. Freer emphasized the importance of the Community Christmas program, stating, quote, "Community Christmas is a value asset to the community, and our community embraces this with open arms and enables those in need to experience the magic of Christmas." Freer noted Liz Campbell's enthusiasm for the Community Christmas Chair role. Quote, "Liz is energetic and a great asset to our program." In addition to the shopping event, Freer Auto Body will host Cookies and Cocoa on December the 5th, creating that festive atmosphere for community members. The campaign, currently seeking donations of personal hygiene items, toys, coats for adults and children, blankets, towels, and items specifically for teenagers as well. Also in the news this morning at 10:08, Forrest S. Bear, a 28-year-old man from Alton, has been charged with multiple felonies following a violent carjacking incident in a Godfrey parking lot. Here's what we know. On the 10th of October, Bear allegedly attacked a victim, punching her multiple times before stealing her car. The victim had previously dropped Bear off at a Walmart, only to find her phone missing upon returning. During the altercation, Bear demanded the victim enter her vehicle and assaulted her before fleeing the scene. Bear, who is currently on parole for a previous felony conviction, is considered a danger to the community. Finally, in the news this morning at 10:08, the 107th Alton Halloween Parade. You just heard Steve Schwartz, an impromptu appearance on the show, is ready to captivate the community tonight at 7, winding through downtown Alton from Broadway to Piasol. Established in 1916, the historic event is celebrated as one of the oldest parades in the nation. Organizers emphasize the strong sense of community surrounding the parade, which features many participants this year, making it one of the largest in recent history. Notably, the parade will honor first responders as dual grand marshals, recognizing the chiefs of the Alton Police and Fire Departments. The excitement, palatable, and everyone is invited to join the festivities or watch me and Joe wrangle y'all in and talk about the parade tonight at 7 right here on RiverBender.com. It's 62 degrees. Let's look at weather, shall we? It feels like 58. Oh. Well, that's not very promising. Today, breezy and cooler, and a drier afternoon and evening for perfect parade viewing. Tonight, mainly clear and a little bit colder. It will be about 45, 50 degrees once we see that parade taken off. Air quality is good today. Grass is low, mold is low, ragweed's low, tree levels are low, and the UV index is low as well. Temperatures reach 66 degrees today if we ever make it there. A low of 38 awaits us in the evening. On Friday, a high of 62, a low of 37 degrees. And on Saturday, a high of 68, a low of 53. On Sunday, a 90% chance is what they're calling for now of thunderstorms, a high of 71, a low of 62 degrees. And on Monday, a 95% chance of more thunderstorms, a high of 74, and a low of 59 degrees. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 10:10 in downtown Alton, 62 degrees for time and temperature, 618-465-4545. Whew! Powered by Tom Lane, your local State Farm agent. Hey, what are you doing tonight? If you aren't going to the parade, here's how I can entice you. While you're watching the parade at home, or at a friend's house while you're not driving, just to clarify, disclaimer, go to Village Dispensary beforehand, get a pre-roll or a pack of edibles for under $15, go home, sit on the couch, turn the parade on, and have a nice, relaxing holiday evening. You know, every day is a special day at Village Dispensary where you can get pre-rolls for under $10, you can get edibles for under $10, or you can get those top-of-the-line products that'll make Willie Nelson's hair spin. I'm telling you what, at Village Dispensary, every day is special, and every experience makes you feel like a local celebrity when you walk in there because everybody treats you like one of your friends. They treat you like family, and that's why that Village Dispensary experience is second to none. Go to villagedispo.com, place your order today, or just walk in and go ahead and pick one up, and don't forget to tell them that CJ sent you over their way because it's a joint effort. Hey, why don't we do this? We'll take a look at downtown Alton and come back with more on this Halloween morning right after this on RiverBender.com.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum when people come to see them. They really are a scream, the Addams Family.
Neat.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily
show. 10:15, welcome back. Daily Show, smacking you in the face. Happy Halloween to all of you. Glad you're here. Hey, we're going to be talking to Grafton Chamber of Commerce here in a couple of minutes. Enjoy Grafton. And we'll be talking all about the Country Music Festival hitting the stage this weekend. But tonight, after the Halloween parade, before you go see Lee Cox and go over to Alton Little Theater, make it a night by stopping by Max and being a part of AP After Hours. We aren't going to play this full conversation, but Mike stopped by the other day to fill us in, and here we go now.
Good. How are you?
Good to see you, sir.
Good seeing you.
Man, how's life been treating you?
Oh, we're super busy. So, yeah, running like crazy. Hi, everybody. Sorry for the tardiness.
So, we have AP Cigar After Hours coming up in, what,
a week
and a day?
What's today, Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah, a week and a day. Halloween.
I'm excited for this one.
I am too. We're really excited for this one. So we're going to move it this time. So the last few months we've been doing it in the beer garden. And this time we're going to be doing it, is that right? Yeah. In Max been building a stage and kind of a concert venue in the back. And so we're going to do two things. The reason for doing it is the parade goes by. The parade starts at, Broadway? And then we'll go all the way down Broadway, turn on Piasaw, and take Piasaw all the way to 9th. So we're going to be right at the 300 block of Piasaw. So we get to watch kind of the last bit of the parade as it goes through. It still has another 7 blocks to go. So we can watch the parade. Mac and Robbie are going to have some grills outside. So we're going to have burgers and hot dogs out there.
That's really cool.
A couple beer tubs and stuff. What'd I bring?
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, this is like one of the coolest boxes. I love the simplicity of it.
So what's real fun is, this month, every month we sponsor a different cigar, right?
Right.
We want to showcase it. And so last month for breast cancer awareness, we did a woman-owned cigar company. We did the shirts in pink, with black lettering for breast cancer awareness, which is right now in October. And so for the end of October, I looked through and I got a hold of one of my vendors or one of the families here, and this is the Las Calaveras. This comes out once a year. It's a limited production. It always has a sugar skull, but they're always different. So each year, so this is the 10th year they're doing it. We're coming up on 9 years of AP being a brand, so we're getting close. So it's all starting to kind of line up. But so what I did was I contacted the wholesaler. I ordered a whole bunch of these. They're very expensive.
Oh, I bet.
They're about $20 a cigar.
Whoa.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, the exact same thing. Get 4 cigars, $50. T-shirt. This guy dropped off some swag, so we're even going to toss in one of their standard lines. So you're going to get really 5 cigars, 4 of these, plus one of the Mil Diaz is another...
For $50.
$50, you're getting 4 $20 cigars, basically. After tax, it's close enough to 20 to count it as 20.
Right.
So for $50, of course, we're gonna have the orange T-shirts with the black print, and then we'll have some Crowned Heads. So Crowned Heads makes the Las Calaveras. They are a very large boutique brand, so very hands-on. Blender does tours. The rep is really awesome. His name's Danny. He wanted to be here. I pitched everything I could.
Right.
One of the most haunted cities. one of the oldest Halloween parades. He goes, man, I've had the same event for years. I'm pretty much tied in.
You got to respect that, though.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Stay true to your traditions.
But don't think Mike didn't work.
No, always, always working. So so we're gonna do the Las Calaveras. This is probably going to be the biggest discount on a AP After Hours at Max. Yes, we're going to be outside. There won't be heat. I think Robbie's going to try to throw up a 20 by 20 tent for us. There is a stage. I don't know if we are going to be on top of the stage, just because, and maybe we will be, but I don't know if the railing will be up by then or not. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So if it's not, we might grab some cones and caution tape. We're not going to be out there for absolutely ever. Normally, our AP After Hours is 6:30 to 9:30. I think the parade goes to almost 10. Is that correct?
I can't remember because I'm normally done early because it starts early.
Right.
So yeah, probably. You know what?
Probably about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, and then normally if you're watching near downtown, you just patronize a bar that's open,
Right.
you know, right then, right? So we will probably pack our stuff up and then go. I mean, I have to work Friday. I don't know about everybody else, but so I won't stay out too terribly late past 10. But you know what? You're more than welcome to. You know, I don't know if we'll have the cut-through open or if we'll walk around to the beer garden and stuff like that. There is a package store, Max on 4th. You know, that also has hot dogs, donuts, stuff like that.
And one of the best cashiers and managers around, and Liz, she's awesome. She's one of my favorites.
Who's that?
Liz.
I don't know folks by name. I know them by face.
She's a curly-haired girl that's the manager at the convenience store. She's wonderful.
I'm sure I know by face because I'm in there all the time.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're more than I am.
Yeah. Well, it's walking distance.
Right.
Yeah, refreshments, bag of ice, whatever we need.
And I think it's cool for Halloween to have it outside because it's almost you're doing an after hours, but it becomes almost a kind of a block party in a way where you're setting up.
Well, and our thing was so the actual concert venue at Max is supposed to debut next year. So it's this kind of like you get to check out what it's going to be. The lights are up, they work. It should be really neat to just kind of be back there. Yes, there's still dumpsters there, but you know, I mean, they're still using it as kind of a parking lot,
right?
And they're still doing construction, so you can kind of get the layout of what everything's going to be, and it should be a heck of a venue whenever it does debut next year.
Absolutely. Hey, why don't we do this? We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about this and have some fun, man.
All right, sounds great.
9:27. We'll pay some bills and come back with more Daily Show right after this on RiverBender.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back to our Daily Show on RiverBender.com.
Halloween, this is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright. It's our town, everybody scream. In this town of Halloween. I am the one hiding under your bed. Teeth found sharp and eyes glowing red.
I am the one hiding under your stairs. Fingers like snakes.
Welcome back, 9:30, a little bit of change on this Wednesday morning. Mike Weller in the studio. I was nervous because I saw Steve Pegram, and I'm notorious at forgetting things, so I thought maybe I did this again. But
Right. He could have joined us.
He actually could have.
Actually, he had a food drive in Jersey County.
Yeah, Cars for Cans.
He did something. Well, it was at the Walmart. This was several years ago, maybe COVID, like during COVID time. And I had a military deuce and a half at the time that I was raffling off. And so he contacted me. He was parked down at Piasa Armory. And so he contacted me and asked if I'd bring it up to Jersey County to just bring attention to the canned food drive. So I drove it up there and parked it for, whatever few weeks for him to do stuff. So he's a very giving, thoughtful.
Good man.
Yeah, really good man. So yeah, I've done probably a couple events with him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of events. You were just telling me about that.
Yeah. No, it's it's event season. What's beautiful is October is almost guaranteed not to be too crazy hot. Right. Like 80 degrees feels hot when it was 60 as a high. Right.
Right.
But so October's a good month for people to book their weddings and book, outdoor events. It's nice to be around the fire pit. So fall is a wonderful time to enjoy a cigar because it's not too hot. It's not freezing cold. It's a wonderful time. You're throwing a football around. It's
very comfortable.
It's good outside. Spring, it could be hot. It could be snowing. It could be raining.
Depending on what location you're stepping on in the street.
Right. Yes. Right. So it's really spring. Spring is like fall here. Is just so much more consistent. So we see an uptick in doing weddings. We see an uptick in doing bourbon tastings. So this year, the store is staffed properly that we started going out to other locations to try to assist to elevate, an experience. So a lot of places have a patio and nobody sits there. Right, so
that's true. Yeah,
right. So they built a patio. They spent the money.
Right, and these are beautiful
furnishings.
Too, yeah.
Right. So the House of Bourbon in Edwardsville got a hold of us, and they asked us to do a bourbon tasting. So we did that on a Wednesday last week, and then Thursday we did a cigar, cut light smoke in Hillsboro. And at the Red Rooster, the historic Red Rooster Inn.
I heard that's awesome.
Holy cow, that place is amazing. I mean, like attention to detail, structurally, what they do. I'll tell you a funny story about it here in just a second. So Thursday, we're in Hillsboro and probably got home at 11, 12 o'clock, 11 p.m., 12, midnight. And then on Friday, we did Cigars Under the Stars with Four Roses at Grafton Winery.
Really cool.
So the second story, there's a little bar on the left side of Grafton Winery upstairs outside. And so Four Roses came. They had 4, 5, 6 samplings of different ones. So you paid a certain dollar amount. You got your samplings, you got a cigar, and then they had little table fire pits going on. But, cool. How do you get 40, 50 people on your patio to actually, enjoy it?
Right.
So give them a free cigar, give them, have them taste some new stuff from Four Roses, and it just put 40, 50 people in your bar,
You were mentioned House of Bourbon. That place is wonderful. I wanted to give Bernard, he is a wonderful guy up there.
Bernard's pretty, I'm going to tell you, I think that I'm catering to customers. Like, I feel like I'm service bound. Bernard makes me look like an infant.
I'm not even being funny. You're 100% right.
Bernard, I think Bernard is like, when he prays, like he is, I want you to, your job today is to serve. And he does it with tact, he's beautiful at it, and it's effortless. Yeah. That's why it's genuine, because it's effortless.
And if you guys want a good lunch, honestly, stop up there. They have great pizza too.
Oh, I haven't had the pizza.
Their flatbread's wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah, nice. He served a dish during that event, and I didn't eat it at first. It was stunning looking, right? I'm in work mode. I'm not trying to have like food on my face,
right?
And so Josh came up a little bit later, and he got a plate, and then it was kind of slowing down for me, so I took a bite of his plate, and it was really unique because whatever it looked like I didn't expect any flavor profile, like any particular, and it was really a shock to the taste buds. It was really neat to hear his customers talk about how good the food is there, and then customers that came with me up there to check the place out, they were like, well, we're going to come back for more, because it was really good. So he texted me after the event, and said nothing but amazing reviews. When can we do this again? And I said, not too often, because it's not that exciting if it's all the time.
Right. That's true. You got to make them want it.
Yeah, sure. You know, and we're also running close to out of time on weather, right?
That's true, too.
Yeah. So, funny thing, we're at Historic Red Rooster, and it's kind of slowed down from the initial rush of getting going. Everybody's kind of smoking, you know. So I go around the tables. Josh was with me, you know, so he was manning the table to sell. And I was going around. I was just kind of hanging out with folks, smoking, talking about cigars, you know, what they do, where they live, stuff like that. And this one guy asked me if I wanted to tour the place. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be up here later, you know, no big deal. I didn't want to, you know, A, take away from the customer so much, but B, I thought he was the maintenance guy, right? So I didn't want to get him in trouble taking me around, you know?
Exactly.
And I'm like, no, don't try to be cool, you know? You know. So he goes, no, man, it's pretty neat. Come on. So he takes me a tour. He's telling me about building the shelves, and I told him jokingly, I'm like, you know, I've been in business 9 years this time.
Welcome back, 1031. I'm in studio again. I'm excited. It's going to be a busy couple of ones. I was in the talent hallway. Hey, hold on 1 second. We'll do this. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll learn all about the Country Music Festival. You stay there. I'll stay here. Before I do, let me fill you in on Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling. Dang it. I forgot my trash pail. I'm catching Candy in my Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling trash pail tonight. And you know why? Because she never lets trash leave her trucks whenever she picks it up from your house. She's very environmentally friendly. She's the best. What you see is what you get, and that's good quality homegrown service. She cares about her community, her environment, and her customers, whether or not you need her for junk hauling or removal services, or you need her for that weekly trash pickup. You can find it all. SparksJunkRemoval.net.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at SparksJunkRemoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
To our daily show on RiverBender.com. And now, time to play a game.
Welcome back to our daily show at 10:35 on this Halloween morning. We got Dan, Mary Jo, and studio, and really just a great event coming down the pipeline. Tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday is all about country music. And this is cool. How are we doing this morning?
Oh, great. We're so excited.
So last year, I couldn't believe how many people turned, and I'm serious, how many people turned out to the country music festival. And this year, I don't think it'll be any different. I think it's going to get even bigger.
Yeah, it looks like the weather's going to cooperate, and we've got it out there, and looks like a lot of the Airbnbs, I think there's a couple still available, but most of them are sold out, and we're expecting a big weekend.
Really cool.
So, yeah.
And now, how is the Grafton Pub preparing for all the fun?
Oh, we're staffing up. We have an extra bar set up. We have an extra nacho bar set up. And we actually, Kyle Bollinger from Bollinger Services, he comes out and brings his 2 flatbed trucks, and we, with the third shoot, Bobby G's and the Grafton Pub go together to bring in Russo and Company, which is the headliner, and it'll be out in the green space, so people can bring a blanket and throw it down, and so we'll have all that extra area, and they're a fantastic band, so we're super excited about that. And yeah, we're just staffing up.
Well, and I think it's just such a great thing that you all do. And really just, it seems like each and every month, there's such a really cool, bigger event that really becomes an open house to showcase Grafton off. And that's what I think you guys do better than anybody, honestly.
Yeah, well, this is Dan Ebbing, and he's the president of the chamber. They do a great job at promoting and getting our name out there. And it seems like they just did Witches on the Water, which is huge. And now the Country Music Festival. They got SantaCon coming up.
Well, that's the thing, Mary Jo. Dan, I'm telling you, I looked right at you. You said that Paula put something out for the the lighted winter parade. 11,000 respondents, and I immediately said I will be there to broadcast. You know, I mean, because what that is it's a catalyst of growth, and that's the chamber's mission. Correct?
Correct. To help our businesses, and typically December in the past has been a dry month to say the least. And now it's become just like summertime.
Yeah.
I mean, last year for our lighted parade, it was pouring down rain. It was cold. The street was lined with people watching the parade.
That's incredible.
We had 150 entries that registered. I think we had 120 that showed up. And what we asked for the parade is unique entries, not your normal throw your lights on your car and drive. I pull a boat behind my vehicle. Yes. We had mud buggies last year. We had a women's Jeep group that came in, and they all decorated, and they just had a blast.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's super fun.
You know what I think would be fun? I've always wanted to do this. I want to enter a parade and broadcast, and that would be my float, would be the broadcast center.
There you go.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Perfect.
I think I should do this. I think Grafton should be the debut of this.
There you go.
We'll try. I think we have to look into this, John Hendrick. I think we got to. Well, and now, when does the fun start on Friday?
Well, all the different we have it on the page. Paula Jameson has it out on
She does
Enjoy
a great job.
Oh, she does a fantastic job promoting, and she has it out on Enjoy Grafton. And I think all the bars and restaurants are posting it out and their things. We all have different contests. Like at the Grafton Pub, we have Mr. and Mrs. Country Music Festival at 9:00 on Saturday night, and like the third shoot is doing sexiest cowgirl contest, and everybody has different contests going
Somebody's
on.
doing a boot contest, somebody's doing a cowboy hat contest, and the chamber is providing a shuttle bus that we're charging $5 a hop on.
Oh, really?
So you can get all around town, go to the different events. You don't have to walk or drive anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, it's going to be so busy, there's no point in even hopping in a car. You might as well just hit the shuttle bus and call it a good day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and now, are there any good FAQs to talk about? Anything that people have been kind of reaching out to ask about, like, lawn chairs for the outside shows or anything like that? Anything that you're getting asked about?
Not really too many questions. I mean, you're more than welcome to bring your lawn chairs.
Okay.
Where the venue is for the outdoor stage for the main events on Saturday. There is area to sit. You know,
And we have bars down there and
Yeah.
everything. You can't bring your own coolers or anything like that.
That's
but
what
you
I was
can
going to
bring
ask, just
blankets
because-
and things
yeah.
like that. And then we got to pay for those bands somehow.
That's right.
Right.
And so, but you asked when it started, and a lot of I know that at the pub we have from 6 to 10 Friday night. We have Midwest Avenue playing, and every bar hires their own bands, so you can hop around, and there's bands all over the place. If you don't like one band, you go somewhere else. And I know, like Saturday morning from 12 to 3, we have Danielle Dakota, who comes from Nashville, and she's fantastic. And then the minute she's done on our pub stage, the green space starts. And then I know across the street, like in our little area, we have, when Russo and Company are done at 3 to 7, then we have all kinds of bands starting at 7, at different places.
Wonderful.
So you can hop around and find the band you like the best. And Loading Dock and Aries, everybody has. Every single place in Grafton has country music.
Well, and I think that's what really makes Grafton so special, too, because everyone really is on the same page. I mean, to have everybody firing on all cylinders, that's what is that what makes the event a success?
Yeah, working together. And then Corey down at the Hog Pit has brought in a car show for the day.
Oh,
to
really?
add
When
to
does
the
that
event.
start?
You know what? I can look that up.
Look that up, but here, let me tell you about this.
Okay.
So on Saturday, November the 2nd, which we'll be broadcasting live from 1 to about 3:15, 3:30, because we have a raffle winner getting announced, too.
That's correct.
Yes.
Now, tell me about this raffle. So $3,000 worth of value in this?
So let's start from the beginning. Just over a year ago, Paula Jameson created, and Lady Luck Design created Enjoy Grafton as an offhand or a reach of the Grafton Chamber to get all the pertinent information out that people needed. So they had one place to go and look. So Paula called me up early October and said, hey, this is our 1-year anniversary. Let's do the ultimate Grafton giveaway. Okay, I like that idea. This is strictly Enjoy Grafton. And so she hit a couple of businesses up, and it exploded. Wow. Everyone has jumped on board, donating something for this basket. So over $3,000. And to win it, you posted a picture on Enjoy Grafton on this event page, and the number of likes win.
That's
a very
incredible.
simple contest, very easy, and we've had great pictures that have been presented and posted.
A lot of engagement I saw, too. A lot of people that are posting and just reacting to the photos, too, which
Right.
I think make it really fun.
Right.
Well, and now, so the winner's going to be announced on stage at around, what, 3 o'clock, 3:15?
We might move that up to 1.
Oh, 1?
Because
Okay.
of your time
Oh,
frame
thank you.
and when the band's playing.
Perfect.
So I think when Russo and Company is getting ready to take stage, we'll probably
3?
award it then.
At 3.
At 3?
Start at 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you'll be your last one.
Yeah, so We'll end on a really cool note with seeing
Grand
who's going to be
finale.
grafting and out, that Saturday. Did you find it for me?
It is called the Chop Rod Ramble, November 2nd. It doesn't have a time on here, but if you go to the Hog Pit's Facebook page, I'm sure you could find it. But I'm assuming in the daytime they'll have it going on all day.
Well, and now this is what
So-
I think's great. You guys have it lined up. Enjoy Grafton did a great job. We'll take you right over here real quick on your screen to this great photo that gives you some details about when that ferry opens and when the music festival begins, 11 a.m. on Saturday. But Friday night, the fun starts. When's the music start playing Friday?
Well, at our place, it's 6 to 10.
6 to 10.
And yes, and the weather should be great. So, everybody's coming into town on Friday. So there's bands starting. I'm not exactly sure who plays where on Friday night, but I know we are 6 to 10 with Midwest Avenue.
Really?
So-
And Dan, do you have any suggestions on when people should just show up tomorrow to Grafton to start their day? Maybe their whole weekend?
Get off work,
Good answer.
Earlier,
pack
the
your
better.
bag, and get to Grafton.
Good answer. And now, are there still, you said a few Airbnbs open?
There are a few.
Just a
and-
few. We checked
yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
So
I
how?
mean, we're talking less than 10
Yeah.
citywide.
Yeah, no. How? So where can they find that information if they want to make it a
Paula
weekend?
has all that posted on Enjoy
Enjoy
Grafton.
Grafton.
Yeah,
or send us
she-
a message on
yeah.
Enjoy Grafton.
We'll connect you and make it a
We'll see if
weekend.
we
Yes.
can work it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys got a moment to stick around real quick?
I know all the boat slips are filled up already,
Yeah.
and it should
Oh,
be
yeah.
a good, fun weekend. So
This is incredible. I'm excited about this. You guys got a moment to stick around real quick?
Sure.
I got to pay a quick bill at 10:45 on this Halloween morning. A quick break, and we'll come back with more right after this on Riverbender.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back to our daily show on RiverBender.com.
You hear him howling around your kitchen door. You better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night.
Awesome.
Werewolves of London again.
Welcome back, 1048, as we're wrapping up this Halloween Thursday and getting back to the Grafton Country Music Festival. So, I mean, we were just talking about all the great things that are going on, and just, you know, throughout the fall and winter, all the opportunities are just a couple of miles down the road in Grafton. And this is a really exciting time. So the Grafton Country Music Festival started with just a pondering of ideas.
Exactly. Mary Jo and crew was sitting around the bar, I'm sure, one night. And they're like, we need to extend our lower deck season a little bit. Ron built the lower bar and enclosed it, made it so it could be enclosed and semi-heated. He's like, okay, I spent all this money. Let's see if we can get more time out of it.
Yeah, it seemed like right after Witches on the Water, the town just died.
Right.
We didn't have anything, so we're trying to keep it going a little bit.
That was incredible.
You know, that being said, down at the loading dock, geez, they do the ice skating rink.
Right.
And that's going to open November 23rd, and that's amazing. I don't know if you've ever been.
It's a must go to for any, especially my cousins. They love, and my nephews love going, and nieces.
Yeah.
They love that ice rink. And what I think's cool is, we were talking about this in break, the town is set up as a perfect holiday village. No matter what holiday, it's perfect for walking. And the most amazing part of this is the fact that every business owner, from what I hear, every business is on the same page with the Chamber's initiative, and especially just going back to that giveaway. You said pretty much every business was a part of this.
Yeah, can't think of anyone who
That's
didn't.
chemistry right there.
No argument, no nothing. They know what they get out of Enjoy Grafton.
Yeah.
It's a great Facebook page.
Yeah.
And Lady Luck Designs maintains it and keeps it up to date and keeps it fresh and moving on.
That's just incredible.
And like Raging Rivers, they're closed. They donated premium season passes for Mr. and Mrs. Grafton Country Music Festival winners. They're not even open right now. And they were like, hey, we'll donate some passes for your winners. And we're like, great. I mean, everybody helps everyone out. Well, and another thing that I just thought of is that the Bloody Bucket had a Christmas pop-up bar last year.
Yeah.
And the Grafton Pub is also doing one this year. So it's a great thing. Like, people love to get on a party bus and go hit the pop-up bars. So now we have two. Hopefully, maybe others will join in on that. But the pop-up bars
are
so
fun.
Oh, everybody loves them.
Yeah.
Just a great place. And Bloody Bucket did a great job last year. So they're going to be opening December 7th. And actually, I think the Grafton Pubs is opening right around then, too. They're
Really
just fun
cool.
Christmas drinks, and that's another
Yeah.
come up and bird watch and stop in for a cocktail.
Check out our retail shops. We
Yeah.
now have 8 retail shops within a 2 to 3 block area on Main Street.
Yeah. Wow.
And they're unique shops from, anything you want to get.
We got the bike shop where they sell the Harley and the things like
Right.
that. We have the meat shop where they have frozen meats,
Yeah.
and then the Hands just opened
Right.
their shop, and
Grafton
all kinds
Limestone,
of fun little small
Art Gallery,
town.
Mimi's, yeah.
Oh, the art gallery. It's
That's I
fantastic.
heard that's amazing.
Fantastic.
Well, and then just like too, what's coming down the pipeline with that National Memorial of Ascent is just going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
What that brings as well.
Yes.
And we were talking too during the break, and Dan, you were saying 9 years ago moving into Grafton. It's got to feel awesome now walking around in winter and January and just seeing the town still full of life as it is in summer.
Yep, seeing the people walking down the street. We have the Santa's Chocolate Express coming up in December. Santa's going to be at the gazebo at the Grove Memorial Park in downtown. And you'll see people moseying in and out. And Santa has told the story that he's seen the children. He's seen those children grow up over the years, and now he's seeing their grandkids.
That's so cool. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
Well, and getting back to this weekend too, it starts 11 a.m. is when we're officially on the Enjoy Grafton Facebook page saying commencing the Grafton Country Music Festival of 2024. Now, Sunset Boat Cruise, Grafton Harbor Marina, 4 to 6 p.m. Midwest Avenue, 7 to 11 at the Grafton Pub, and then the Outlaw Opry at Third Shoot, 7 to 11. Some great country. We have a lot of great bands around too.
Great local
Is it
band,
pretty easy to
yes.
find talent? Or does it get kind of difficult because when you're doing such a large event and there's all these acts, does it ever get a little stretched thin to find?
There's a lot of good bands around. We have live music 5 days a week, so 5 different bands a week we have, and we just keep finding more and more good ones. So
cool.
We like to have a variety.
Yeah,
and
mix it up.
A lot of different places have different kinds of bands, and
Really
so,
cool. Well, the way this is produced too, especially on Saturday, just to kind of go through it for you folks, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. the whole town celebrating this one. We'll take you right to Carrie Lee at Third Shoot, 12 to 4. Dakota Daniel at the Grafton Pub, 12 to 3 p.m. Chop Rod Ramble, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hog Pit. That's the
There we
car
go.
show. I knew I saw that somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh
and
man,
Drifters
it's
down at the end, they've got a country music down there, and
absolutely
everybody's part of it.
So and that's where we're getting at too. Is what I just lining this up. I mean, 1 to 5 Back in the Saddle, Hog Pit, Denver Wade, Aries Resort, Tanglefoot, the Loading Dock, Brian Fogg's Duo, Grafton Winery, Dirty Rush, Road Crush, Carrie Lee at the Bloody Bucket, Joints 22 at the Oyster Bar, Billy Hurst 7 to 10 at Drifters. Fall Colors Riverboat Cruises 3 times a day. They're running those 2 at the Grafton Marina, but the main stage has Russo and Go 3 to 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, for all the people that go, where's the music around here? If you aren't stepping out here this weekend, you're missing out on.
Yeah.
I mean, that is so. I mean, I needed to take a breath, but couldn't. It was kind of overwhelming. What are you looking forward to the most? Is it meeting the people out there, having fun? Is it just kind of seeing it all taking place for both of you? Is there a moment you're looking for this weekend to kind of enjoy the most?
Just seeing all the people.
Yeah,
That's
just
the best
people
part.
having fun
and enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
So,
and
you know.
Grafton hopping, and in November, and Grafton's busy, and everybody's having a good time.
Yep. Weather forecast is great for Saturday. Sunday, we'll try and push it back to Monday.
Yeah.
But we'll take what we can get.
I'll do a rain dance live on the air. We'll
anti-rain dance.
Anti-rain dance. That's right. Sorry. I mean, Sundance.
Yes. But we do have bands on Sunday, too.
Oh, we're getting there.
Yeah,
Listen to so you got the river cruises, which are going at the marina from 1 to 2, but you got Brian Schartzer at the Hog Pit 1 to 5, Luau Lenny from 1 to 5 at Aries, Gatorhead at the Grafton Pub 2 to 6, Roger and Nine House, I hope I got that right, 2 to 6 p.m. at Grafton Winery, Hall & Oates, the Loading Dock 1 to 4, Haley Jane. Look at all these bands.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's literally unreal.
It's hard to pick which place you want to go to.
Well,
We're making it hard.
And the thing that I love is this open house atmosphere where you can go and get a couple of minutes of each, maybe 30 minutes of a set or an hour at a bar, go to a next one, and just keep the party going.
Right, and and everything is free. The bands, there's no cover anywhere. So
incredible.
It's all free.
No,
I mean,
no ticket, general admission.
No.
Nope.
Just
buy a beverage.
There
you
you
want
go.
to hop on the bus, you pay.
$5.
You just pay when you hop on,
Yeah.
and you want to buy a drink or lunch, great. You know, but the bands are free.
It's incredible.
So yeah.
I mean, just incredible. I mean, you guys are doing a fantastic job with this, and
Thank you.
I'm excited to be a part of some of these Grafton events the next couple of months and
Yeah.
showcasing this. The winner of the raffle will be drawn around 3 p.m., and then we'll have that live on RiverBender.com. Is there a band of choice for you, Dan? It's like
All of
picking
them?
children.
Most
Yep, it's
of
like
them? I
picking
mean,
children.
But unfortunately, I do have friends. Gatorhead are personal friends of mine
That's
that
cool.
I've known for 30
Yeah,
years.
and so last year, Gatorhead, it is 3 guys who make up part of Mad Hoss Jackson,
Okay.
who was the headliner last year out on the stage. So, and they are fantastic, and
Yeah.
they're Sunday from 2
Yep.
to 6.
Really cool. And now, how do you prepare the bar and just everything for this?
Stock up. Stock up. Everybody stocks up.
Is there like a business owner group chat in Grafton where it's like, does anyone need?
There is.
Is there really? Oh, that's
yeah.
incredible.
Well,
The overnight stays have one. The business owners have one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they all
That's
talk
incre-
to each other.
Yeah.
That's how you have to do it to be successful, honestly.
Right. And going into like last weekend, you know, Paula would put in there in the overnight stays and say, hey, does anybody have an open room tonight? So you get people who come in and they're like, oh, I don't really want to go home or drive home tonight. And we'll be like, oh, there's availability here. And so you just look it up and you can tell them phone numbers to call to stay.
Really
and people
cool.
like with the Airbnbs will, you know, usually be like, oh yeah, most of them have codes and,
Yep.
you know, here you
Wonder-
go. And they can do it right over the phone with them. So
Yeah.
it's, you can get a last minute room if they're available.
That's
So,
incredible.
Yeah. And then the group owners or the bar owners, we all have a group. And in fact, right now we've been chatting about, we do a blues festival in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same format where everybody hires the bands. And it actually kind of started with the Grafton Winery. They do it out on Otterville Road location.
Yep.
And they said, hey, why doesn't everybody hop on with us and do it all over town? We were like, great idea, you know. So anyway, this year we don't have the date set yet, but we're working on that for the spring. So that'll be another big event.
I had one of the artists on, Drew Abernathy,
absolutely.
Ashworth,
Mhm.
from he was wonderful.
Yes.
And the big tie-in, he was a big Miles Davis guy, and I had to tell him about the statue, and
wow.
he had a good moment with it. So we had some fun with it. And then, how was trick or treating in Grafton?
Good.
Yeah.
Good turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy up in Grafton Hills. I mean, we did it on Main Street
Did you?
on Sunday night. All the
Right.
businesses did it, and I think it was started by the art gallery,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
they arranged it, and we had quite a few trick-or-treaters. So, yeah, I think they're going to build on it. It was the
something
first
new
year.
to try,
So, yeah.
and because we
Good,
want to,
safe place for kids.
We
Yeah.
want to show that Grafton is family friendly. We're not just the party atmosphere that
Right.
you see at the bars and
Yeah.
restaurants.
Right.
You know,
No,
we have a
Grafton
lot
has
to
ice
offer.
skating. We have raging rivers. We have horseback riding. We have the coaster, the
Yes.
alpine
Zip
coaster,
line.
The zip line.
lining, the side by sides, the boat rides. I mean, there's all hiking up
Yeah.
at Pierre Marquette. There's so many things for families to do.
And-
so it used to just be, you know, where there wasn't a whole lot of family, but now there sure is.
Well, I mean, even just like this event, I mean, there's opportunities for families to go and watch
Oh,
music too.
absolutely.
And you know, no matter what atmosphere or what group you're in, there's something for everybody. And I can't wait to be there. We're running out of time today, but for more information, go to enjoygrafton.com. That's Enjoy Grafton's Facebook page. I'm doing too many commercials. Enjoy Grafton's Facebook page, and you can see the full lineup on the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. We'll see you there live from 1 to about 3:30 as we bring you the sights and sounds of it. And the
Yes.
winner of the huge raffle.
and you get to see
Yes.
the leaves changing, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
beautiful.
what's the color
Yes.
like
Oh, my
right
God.
now?
Oh, it's so good.
I
Yeah.
think they're at their peak right now.
Really?
Yes.
Bringing the ferry across, riding, you can
Yes.
see it. Driving up, you can see it. It's fantastic. So yes.
How about that?
If you don't like country music, come to the leaves.
Hey, happy Halloween to all of you watching at home. I'll see you live at 7 p.m. for the Alton Halloween Parade. Then I'll see you live at about 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock for AP Cigar After Hours at Max. Have some fun today, but most importantly, try your best to stay out of jail.